Hey, it's your boy Naffy Napkin. A retrospective is what this video shall be. Where I basically talk about the state of, I think, just all my channels at this point. And I have quite a few. And I think it's like lame. I think it's lame why I'm doing this because I don't think anyone cares about like, hey, here's a new update on Naffy Napkin. Who cares? Okay, I get it, but I really kind of just wanted to mention a few things where I'm going, just in case if anyone wants to know. I'm not forcing you to listen to this, so let's get started. Let's start off with the main one, Naffy Napkin, all the visual novel retrospectives on there. I really did want to make another video called Retrospective. Um, in the same vein as the last video that I had, like, in the same title, this the video that I just said. Uh, why? Because, well, my position kind of not position my mindset about creating visual novel retrospectives kind of changed, and I really want to take note of what that change is instead of leave it implied about how my videos are going to improve. Like, I want to say, hey, here's the lesson that I learned from making, say, the Katawa Shoujo Rin retrospective video, and then what I learned, and what I put into the retrospective after that, which is the Yume Miru Kusuri retrospective, and then even beyond that, because every single time I make one of those and the response that I get, I always do learn something new, and I do want to make it very clear into the retrospective. And as I've said, like, I want to, look at the past, but also think about the future as well. So every time I make those retrospectives, I also want to like make a to-do list of the other visual novels that I've been interested in doing. And lately it's been getting a lot more laser focused, talking about actual things that I want to talk about, and not only that, but um, talk about why, like, how I write those videos and how I want it to change, because I realized that a lot of YouTubers are being very recappy with their content, even though they disguise it as analysis, and I don't want to really fall into that trap, even though I do, because of how I process and create my videos. It becomes a bit of like a mindless process of just going through and watching my recording of my Let's Play on the visual novel that I played and just recapping it, and I forget to add any of my own original thoughts and only put the analysis at the end. I've seen some people kind of complain about that in the comments, and I thought, yeah, I do agree with you a bit, but I also kind of am thinking about mixing in recap, because of course that's necessary for the analysis, but also it's just handy for people who haven't played the visual novel in the first place. So yeah, I'm just kind of thinking about all of those things, and that's a bit of a sight, a bit of a, how do I say this, piece of my thoughts, because maybe later on I will actually make that video and go very in depth about how I make the visual novel retrospectives. But that's basically the summary. That's a bit of it. So that's for Naffy Napkin. I don't know. I plan to make the Wonko to Karaso video, or maybe Jisenjo no Mao or something else. I have a list, and it's concrete. It's not concrete. Is what I meant to say. It's up in the air. It's all ideal, and every single time I make one of these is like a few months. So I have to really uh, invest my time into making it. Anywho, that's that for that the main channel. Let's go to the next one, and this one is a channel that I haven't touched in months. Snapcalysis. That's the point of that channel, is where I analyze whatever I'm into. It's meant to be the dumping ground for a bunch of editorial videos that I make, and I do have two ideas, which is about Hello Dolly, movie made it in the 1960s, the musical, and I really love it. I saw it in Wall-E, and it's basically going to be about how I love the main character, Dolly Levi, who's a total like psychopath, but also a really good psychopath. And I'll explain in the video when I make it, if I do. Hopefully I do. And the second one's about me relating to girly media and anxiety, and maybe it's a pretty like obvious point that like girl shows are about anxiety. If it's not, then you should go watch that video when it exists. But if it is, then I would at the end kind of relate it how to me, I suppose, because it's also a bit of a personal story. Anyways, that's for Nepcalcis. There's a bit of content going over there, is all I'm saying. There could even be more if I bother editing. I mean, it's kind of a big. It also takes time, and well, I don't have all the time in the world. Uh, Anywho, Napskin, which is this channel you're watching right now, it's okay. So, I usually what I do when it comes for ideas to write, no, not write. When it comes to thoughts to put into these videos, what I basically do is just kind of go throughout my day and I realize something and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna write that on my phone. And then later, I have a whole session that's just, okay, I'm gonna sit down and actually delve into the thoughts that I have taken notes of. And the thing is, I am most passionate about making that video when I have the thought, but not the compilation of times, not the time that I sit down and actually talk about and make that video, which is why it is kind of frustrating that I'm not able to get all my thoughts out on that particular topic. And it's not like a great system, but it's the best system that like I thought of doing, because it's quick to churn out just me talking to a mic videos. I don't have to write a script or anything, you know. But again, it's frustrating when I don't get all my thoughts out. And that said, I get the feeling that my thoughts, when they appear, it's happening a bit less and less, because I think the reason why is I'm having like friends to talk about these, not this stuff. I mean, sometimes a bit. It's just not really. I mean, I used to do this because I kind of just want to say what's on my mind and let it out onto the internet, I suppose, so everyone can also know. I don't know uh, if that's like egotistical or whatever. Um, but I really do want it to be like I've already made the video. Why am I active on this channel? Because I wanted to archive all my thoughts, basically. And I think it's pretty interesting to have a person's just entire viewpoint on the world and thought database on the internet, basically. I mean, I'm sure it exists for quite a few people. A lot of people use YouTube to vent out their thoughts and everything, and I'm sort of doing the same thing. And yeah, I think it's a valuable archive, which is why I want to keep doing it. But at the same time, if I don't have any thoughts anymore, anything interesting to say, then I'll just stop. Um, if that ever happens, then that'd be cool. That'd be just the end. I mean, there's a couple of other things that I will be uploading on this channel. That being basically just Let's Plays and me watching anime. So, yeah, I mean, the reasons why I watch anime and record it, my reactions, because I got inspired by laying around and watching Nonon Biori and other videos in the same vein by the artist formerly known as Digibro. And I wanted to do the same thing because I wanted to challenge myself, not really, but like just wanted to watch an anime in one sitting, a 12 episode anime just to get it over with, and I might as well record my thoughts on it. But besides that, the Let's Plays, it's usually like I don't just play a game. I usually have a very special experience with it. Usually it's failure. There's a common theme with all my Let's Plays, and it's literally just failure. So I think that's an interesting theme. So yeah, if I'm not uploading any more thought videos, uh, well, I forgot what they called them, what I called them. Uh, I don't care anymore. So yeah, I don't care what it's called. Um, but yeah, if I have like less and less thoughts and it's over with, then whatever. It's just done. I guess cool. I can focus doing other things. And lastly, the last channel, Napkino. It's got 1,000 subscribers, mostly because of one video about fucking Supreme Duelist Stickman. What am I gonna do with that? I literally thought about selling it because I don't want it anymore. Um, they can have whoever gets it gets all the ad revenue. I don't care because I think I'll get more money out of that channel. Like that's the value it has for me. But I do have ideas to just kind of upload child related content onto it, like autistic children stuff, like analysis on Roblox games, because I have a few thoughts on those, and also um, BFDI. If anyone knows that, I think it's an incredible YouTube series by Jack and Jellify, and then I kind of want to analyze that as well. Um, and who knows, maybe I'll get back into Supreme Dualistic Man, but I don't think I ever will. I don't have like that many new, cool, great ideas for making maps on that thing, even though I do believe that's why most people have subscribed to that channel. Alright, so that is the state of all my channels as all of whatever I'm recording this, 24th of January 2025. Maybe I should do this every year, just like, just check up on myself. Who knows? That'd be fun. And yeah, I'm done. Thank you for listening. Consume everything and goodbye.